Hi all, good evening and thanks for joining. So in the last class, we completed dashboards and also reports tab. Thereafter, we started about two different types of frameworks. So these two frameworks we have to follow for the different types of processes. So first framework we can call it as ITL process, and the second one we can call it NIST framework. So this one also is one of the interview question. What are the different types of frameworks you are working on? So in that scenario, what you have to say? So I'm working on the different types of frameworks like MITRE or MITRE attack framework, cyber culture and process framework, CS hardening benchmark framework, ITIL process framework, and also NIST framework. Okay. And WISP top 10 framework also. There are total 5 to 6 frameworks you can say. Okay. So we were discussing about ITIL process. So ITIL process, as I said yesterday itself, this one can be used mainly for the project delivery or service delivery companies like consulting companies in simple words. So because they are working on the projects, so whatever projects they want to deliver to the customer or clients, they'll follow the ITL process. Under the ITL, we do have the different types of processes, and just now I added two more also. Okay, so what are total 8 different types of processes now? So first one is instant lifecycle management process. This is mainly can be used for the instant investigations. Okay, so second one, change management process. If you want to apply any change to existing configurations or existing implementation, so we can use change management process. Problem statement. So if you have any weakness or problem or loophole, try to define the blueprint. So that is called as a problem statement. And solution statement. Whatever problem we define, so we have to define the solution as per the problem whatever we define. So for that one, we can go and we can configure the solution statement. Then continuous improvement, this is our regular process. We have to verify the current state of the security posture and desired state of the security posture, where we are lagging. So those things will fall under the continuous improvement. Most of the cases, this one will be taken care by L3 team or maybe implementation team. Next one is SLA monitoring, otherwise you can say SLA, service level agreements. And yesterday I forgot to update two, so those two I added just now. So one is called service request management. This is called SRM. So this one will be taken care by help desk most of the cases, and service desk practices. This one also will be taken care by our help desk or corporate IT or service desk teams. Okay. Now what we can do, we can go and we can discuss about in-depth analysis of all these different types of 8 processes, whatever it will fall under the ITL side. Okay. As I said, even for certification side also, so under the certifications, if you want to become, as I said yesterday itself, service delivery manager or project manager, so you have to do the couple of certificates. Those certificates are ITL basic. First we have to complete ITL basic. Later we have to complete ITL advanced. Thereafter we have to complete ITL expert. So one more very important is PMP, project management. So project management practices certification. So these are the couple of certifications we have to complete. Along with this one, I will add 3 more. Kaizen, it's mainly for the continuous improvement. So next one is Joran. Next one is Six Sigma. So mainly couple of people, they want to, instead of the technical oriented, they want to move into the people management and along with the basic knowledge and the technical side. So because they want to become like a leader kind of role, for those people, technical skills are only basic one, but leadership skills are more for those people, especially people management side. So those people will do all these certifications. Okay. In the career side, let's go and discuss about each and every. Okay, so process will fall under the ITL side. First and foremost, incident lifecycle management process. So why we can use incident lifecycle management process? So it is already we discussed already previously, or otherwise, I think when we discussed about vulnerability management, I already explained introduction part. Anyways, I'll repeat once again. It is a step-by-step process or phase-by-phase approach whenever any security incident is triggered. So what is the life cycle or what are the appropriate actions we will take it? So to take care of the overall response. So those process or those steps we can call it as instant life cycle management process. Okay. So how we can define this one? It is step-by-step process or phase-by-phase approach. Whenever any security incident is triggered, how can we take care of incident response or security incident investigations, otherwise forensic analysis. So that is called, okay, so instant lifecycle management process. Under this one, we have different types of phases, similar to like cyber kill chain process we discussed, right? Same as it is, here also we have a couple of different types of phases or steps are involved. Those steps are incident lifecycle management, steps or phases are, see, I want to clarify one more thing, guys. Here, not only about incident is nothing but not only can be come to us as a part of the security side. So incident will come to each and every team. So for example, storage or backup or Windows support, Linux support, application support, NOC network operation center, help desk or service desk otherwise. Okay. So next one is the database support. Okay. So then we do have the BCPDR, business continuity planning and disaster recovery, middleware support. Example. Okay. Network support. Nothing but network engineers or network administrators. So L1, L2, L3 under the networking side. So along with the security side. Okay, so these people we can call corporate IT. This one already explained. I am repeating once again. So these people will fall in corporate IT or infrastructure team. Okay. So now opposite to this one, we can call engineering team. So these people, most of the cases, they can use ServiceNow ticketing tool, most of the cases. So maybe you can ask question now, what about mobile development and application development and product development or OT or IoT development side? They will not fall under the our support oriented. They will fall under the engineering side. Whenever we are referring the engineering, always please remember, person should be taken care, implementation, administration, and also configurations part. Those persons we can call it as engineering side in the security oriented. But in the application development and product development and mobile development side, engineering meaning here they are a part of the developing of something. So that may be application or product or mobile. So these people, most of the cases will fall under the corporate IT or otherwise I can say infrastructure team members, support oriented. Without support, without these teams, business will not complete. So availability issues will occur, outage related issues will occur. So each and every team is very, very important to each and every organization also. So second one is engineering side. So whenever we are referring the engineering side, So in generic, I am explaining. Later, I will go and I'll explain about the security point of view. So engineering side, most of the case developers, application development. So product development. So next one is mobile development, OT or IoT development or IIoT development, and so on. Wherever SDLC lifecycle existing, those people will fall under engineering. Otherwise, we can also call it as R&D centers. But don't you think that these people doesn't have any incidents? Only corporate IT people only has incidents? No, that is wrong. Even engineering side also, they have the incidents. But what they will call it as, they will call it bugs, 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 otherwise debugging related issues. So here, instead of the incident, what they will call it as bug or testing related issues or debugging related issues. So debug is issue and debug is a fixing of the problem. So how we can say troubleshooting? They will say it is a debug. So engineering side, most of the case they will use a bug concept or coding related issues otherwise. Or testing related issues. But in our corporate IT cases, we can say incident. So these people also will face the incidents, but what is the terminology wise? It is different. So they'll call it as a bug or coding related or testing related or designing related issues. So whatever work they are doing according to SDLC life cycle. But most of the cases, this engineering R&D team, they will use one of the two that is called Jira and Confluence and Atlassian. So these are all the tools they will use. But most of the corporate IT, they will use ITSM tools, Information Technology Service Management. Why? Because Jira is a little bit expensive as compared to Information Technology Service Management tools, ITSM related tools. Under this one, we do have the couple of tools like BST, Remedy, ServiceNow, ITSM, Sharewell, Zendesk, Manage Engine. So these are the couple of ticketing tools can be used by our corporate IT. Okay. But most of the case, 90% of the current trend. So these are the ticketing tool side. This one already explained previously. So why I brought this topic now? So you should be aware of the incident will come not only to our security team, but also it will come to each and every supporting team wherever infrastructure related or maybe office oriented related organizations they are working on. So these are all the corporate IT oriented teams. And coming back, these people, most of the cases I'm saying, they will use the Jira, Confluence, Atlassian. So these are all the different types of they will use. Okay. So Jira is for the tracking purpose and sprint planning purpose and dashboard creations and product backlog refinement, and Confluence is for the documentation side. Atlassian is for the risk management side. Okay, so that is the way how the tools wise it is different. Maybe you can ask question now whether security team cannot use Jira. Yes, we can use it. If we have the budget, yes, we can go and we can use it for Jira also. It is completely up to the organization side. Can we use it or not? Nowadays, even security team also they are using Jira ticketing tool. Okay, so that is about so incident versus bug. So bug and also incident is applicable to each and every so team members wise, even physical security as well. Okay. So coming back under the incident lifecycle management steps or processes are preparation, identification, containment, eradication. So eradication, we can also call it as a mitigation, recovery. So next one is lessons learned. So this lessons learned is also called post-mortem report. Okay. So every incident we have to raise a case This one, if I want to apply in our day-to-day life, for example, any criminal case or any murder case or any other accidental case and so on, they will raise a FIR, case number. Here also we can go and we can create one of the ticket that is for tracking purpose. Okay, same as it is here also, we can create one of the case number and we can update that case regular basis whenever we are getting the update. And we will take care of the respective security incident investigation. And once everything is fine and everything is settled down, then we can go and we can close the incident, or otherwise we can close the case. So same as it is even in the our criminal case oriented things as well. Okay, so now let's go and discuss about in-depth analysis of the each and every phase. Okay, so first one is preparation phase. So in the preparation phase, where shall I keep? Shall I keep here or shall, okay, I will keep it here itself. So preparation phase, in the preparation phase, what we can do normally, whether tool is ready or not. In the security point, now I am discussing about security point of view only. So now in the preparation phase, okay, so what we are going to discuss, so whether tool is ready or not, which tool, example EDR tool or maybe firewall or proxy or maybe SIM tool. After that, everything documentation is available or not. Why documentation is a mandatory? As I said, this one already I discussed. So maybe every employee is not a constant. Till the retirement, they will not work in the same company. So if the people are moving one company to another company, so in that scenario, without documentation, how we can manage? It's a difficult to manage. So documentation also mandatory. So next one is skill set. So from this security point of view, whether skill set is matching whatever recruitment we have done. So in the preparation phase itself. So otherwise, before project going to start, whether all the security analysts are completed the certifications or otherwise completed the cross-functional training or maybe cyber security training or not. So why? Because once everything is ready, so respect to security analysts, they have to keep in production environment and they have to work on the security incidents. So these things will be taken care under the preparation phase. Okay. So in the preparation phase, organizations will verify it's not only applicable to our EDR tool or XDR tool, it is applicable to entire overall cyber security. So organizations, it will verify whether the tools are ready in the production environment. Security analysts are taken training to work on production incidents. Okay. So next one is SOPs are completed or not. So this SOPs also call it as playbooks or runbooks. So next one is tool is working fine or not. And additionally, so any security related instance proper way it is appearing or not. So nothing but stabilization is taken or not. Stabilization of the tool, it has taken or not. So those things, SOPs, here I'm saying documentation in bracket. This is also called it as a playbook or runbook. So meaning what here, whenever security incident is triggered, what L1 team has to do and what L2 team has to do and what L3 team has to do. So we can define everything in the log into the tool. Okay. So thereafter we can go and we can define about, so assign the ticket to cyber security analyst. I can show a couple of SOPs in the evening class so that you will understand easily. So that is preparation phase. In the identification phase, in the identification phase, once the security incident is triggered, okay, so now security analyst has taken care what is the classification of the incident. So whether it is a malware category or phishing email category or spoofing category or flooding category or maybe WASP top 10 category or maybe other category of the attack. So first he has to identify the classification of the incident. Later he has to do the triaging of the incident. What is my triaging? So gathering of the information. So gathering of the information related to security incident. So gathering of the asset profiling, user profiling. So victim IP, username, computer name, host name. In case malware category of the attack, additionally we can gather the so our file name, file size, file category, file path, process ID, hash value, action of the okay so EDR tool or XDR tool when the security incident is triggered. So entire gathering of the information we can call it as a so triaging of the information. So which one that will fall under the so that one fall under the identification phase. Okay. In the identification phase, security analysts will identify and classify the incident as a malware category or spoofing category or flooding category or WASP top 10 category or phishing email category or other category of the attacks based on the severity of the incident or priority of the incident. Okay. So here there are so many interview questions we can expect at the time of the interview. How can you prioritize the incident? Okay. So based on the severity and based on the risk score, I can prioritize the incident. And also based on the business impact wise also, I can prioritize the incident. Based on the risk assessment side also, I can prioritize the incident. Okay. So now you can ask question now. So how can I classify the incident? Under the malware, there are 18 or 20 category of the attacks. Under the flooding, we do have 10. Under the phishing email, we do have around 8 or 6. So under the okay spoofing, we do have the 4 category of the attacks. And miscellaneous, we have discussed about couple of other categories. Under WASP top 10, we did not discuss yet. So under that one, maybe 14 to 15. So now how can you classify based on the okay so rule how the alert is triggered? Because for each and every attacks whatever we discussed, for every attack we have to write a correlation rule or policy. So whenever that rule it was hitting, then finally alert will be triggered. So according to that rule name, we can go and we can identify what is the category of the attack. Okay. So how can you classify the incident based on the rule or based on the policy? So we can go and we can see what is the category of the attack. You can categorize that one easily by reading the content of the rule name or rule description or policy name. Even we can see this information under the our alert also. Okay. So how can we classify? How security analysts classify? It's not completed yet. After that, we can go and so we can discuss a couple of other things. So later, security analysts will do triaging of the incident. So what is triaging of the incident? As I said, gathering of the so security incident information. Okay. So what is that gathering of the security incident information? Whatever alert we received, we have to gather the couple of required details. Those details are gathering the details like asset profiling, or user profiling or host profiling extra. So example, when the event time stop it is occurred, or nothing but when the security incident is occurred, or triggered otherwise. So we can go and we can see once the incident is triggered time. So this one we can call event timestamp or security related time. Okay. So after that we can have to gather the couple of other informations like user name. So which user is going to impact, host name. So this host name is also called as computer name. So also we can call it as a fully qualified domain name, FQDN, or system name. So we have to gather the even system name or computer name, which is the user is going to impact. And also additionally, we have to gather the details like a victim IP. So what is the end user IP address or which system IP address is going to impact based on the alert we received. So then we will gather the XDR action. Right now we are discussing about XDR. In case if it is SIM tool, then SIM tool action. Okay. What is SIM tool is provided or data source it is provided. So then if it is a malware category of the attack, then additionally we have to gather the information related to file name, file size, file category, file path where the file is downloaded, file extension, then important one is hash value, then EDR or XDR action, whether it is a block or quarantine or allow, or clean. Okay. So if it is SIM tool, so then if it is firewall, then maybe data source action is different. But right now we are discussing about, so XDR tool, I'm giving only XDR action. Okay. So block or allow or quarantine or clean. Then couple of times lolbins category of the attack. Lolbins category of the attack does not contain all these information. File name, file size, file category, file path, all these. So what is information we have to gather for fileless oriented malware category of the attacks? We have to gather process ID, process name, or application ID or application name, or software name, through which software that one is installed by malware category of the attack. So this one, additionally, we have to gather the information related to attack. All these are our victim IP. Within our organization, who is going to impact? What about attack related details? We have to gather the attack related details also. Attack related details are additionally security analyst will gather the attacker or threat actor related details like attacker name we can't see unfortunately, attacker IP address. So then which country attack is trying to do the hacking? So how we can identify that one based on the IP reputation check. So which country attacker is trying to do the hacking? Okay, so next one we have to gather the tactics and techniques and procedures, because this one as a part of the XDR. So MITRE or MITRE attack framework, how the malware is got infected to the end user machine. Okay, so we have to gather the tactics and techniques and procedure, how the attacker is enumerated or exploited or penetrated into our end user system or maybe server. So gathering of TTPs like tactics, techniques, procedures. Okay. And also couple of times we can go and we can identify parent ID, child ID. What is parent ID and child ID? First, attacker will create parent ID. Under that one, he can create multiple child IDs. So to compromise the system, maybe one child ID, our EDR tool is blocking, another child ID, maybe it will go and it will do the hacking part. So one parent, maybe we can go and we can create multiple childs. So parent ID and child ID also we can go and we can create, not we, attacker can go and he can create it. Additionally, we can go and we can see how the attack logical flow. And the next one is threat graph analysis or security graph analysis. Yeah, so these are all the information every security incident we have to gather. If it is a firewall, additionally firewall name and a firewall policy. And I forgot one thing, policy name also, through which policy this alert is triggered. Policy name or rule name. If it is firewall, we can gather additional details like what is the packet ID, then we can gather the trust zone, untouched zone, DMZ zone, port number, source IP, destination IP. We can gather so much other information. If it is SIM tool, same thing. Almost we can gather these information only. Additionally, we can gather the data source information also, through which logs are integrated to SIM tool, and finally, how the alert is triggered. So that's why I'm saying, so this one, whatever I'm saying right now, it will vary from one tool to another tool. If it is right now, it is EDR and XDR, whatever I discussed. But SIM tool side, additionally, I have to keep log source name and data source name also. And what is the log source action and data source action? That one also we have to define. But if it is a firewall, as I said, trust under untouched zone, source IP, destination IP, port number and protocol, and what is the policy it was hitting to the firewall, and finally how the alert is triggered. So according to tool based, this gathering the information also it will change it. But anyways, so in simple words, what I mean to say here, gathering of the information, we can call it triaging of the incident. Whenever you are explaining about the roles and responsibilities, you have to explain everything. So why I'm going too much in depth now in the so identification phase, all these things you have to explain at the roles and responsibilities. For example, this is Pradeep. I have 3+ years of experience into EDR tool as a part of the endpoint security analyst. And currently I'm working Sophos EDR tool. And I am supporting for one of the healthcare based product or healthcare based client. For monitoring of all these malware category of the attacks, as I said, we are using Sophos EDR tool or Sophos XDR tool. So normally security instance or alerts will be triggered through our EDR dashboard, also through email notification. So whenever any security incident is triggered related to malware category of the attack, as a EDR analyst, I will go and I will do the classification of the incident under malware category. After that, I will go and I will create ticket in the ticketing tool. Later, I can go and I can do the tracing of the incident. I'll gather the information related to victim IP, username, computer name, host name, file size, file category, file path, and so on. So now I explained about dedicated TDR. If it is vulnerability management, you have to explain the different way. If it is firewall, you have to explain the different way. If it is SIM tool, you have to explain the different way. If it is a cloud security, then you have to explain the different way. This is the way explaining the roles and responsibilities. It is different because, as I said, this is not one specific domain. I'm giving the training. I'm giving for the multiple security domains training. Why? Because nowadays interview is not like one tool if you are aware of or one security domain you are aware of, you are able to crack the interviews. At least you should know minimum 2 to 3 domains, then only you are able to crack the interviews. Okay. So anyways, so according to whatever role you are applying, you have to change like a chameleon. So then you have to explain about your roles and responsibilities. Okay. So these things, whatever I said under the identification phase, So even L1 or L2 people also has to explain. It's not like a security incident is triggered. I will do the analysis and finally I can classify the incident as a false positive and true positive. If it's a false positive, I will close the incident. If it's a true positive, I will assign to L2 team. It is not like that. Each and everything, all these are technical terminologies. You have to use all these technical terminology. Okay. So, and also you are applying for EDR vacancy, don't bring anywhere WASP top 10, don't bring anywhere spoofing or flooding, only bring malware category of the attack. Okay. If it is SIM tool, you can bring all the category of the attacks. If it is a firewall, you can bring spoofing or flooding or phishing email according to their functionality. You should be aware of the each and every tool functionality. Then according to that one, you can go and you can define roles, customized roles. When I say roles and responsibilities. Okay. So it's not completed yet. So it's not completed yet. So after that, what we have to do now? So after gathering this information, now we have to do the analysis. Just we are gathering and copy pasting in the notepad or maybe Word document. That's it. From the whatever alert is triggered. But later what we have to do? We have to do the analysis. That is very important. If tool is doing everything, why human being is required to do the investigation? We can lay off even L1 team also. Okay. So that is the reason analysis is a mandatory. That's why human beings are required. So how to do the analysis? You can go and you can check the each and every alert and do the couple of analysis like, so first of all, try to understand about the attack. Try to understand about the logical flow diagram. Try to understand about how the attacker is penetrating. After that, security analyst will do the analysis using commercial tools. When I say commercial tool, example XDR tool and couple of open source tool. After doing all this analysis, finally, what is the verdict you are giving? You are giving and you are classifying the incident as a false positive and true positive. So after all the analysis are completed successfully, security analyst will classify the incident as a false positive or true positive. What is the difference in false positive and true positive? Okay. So now this one actually IDS IPS concept. Whenever we are referring the false positive and true positive, that concept will fall under the IDS and IPS. Example, network IDS and network IPS. Okay. So now in this scenario, what is false positive? I will give only introduction part here, but in-depth analysis I'll explain under the network IDS, network IPS. So false positive, it is like a fake incident. It's not happened really. Fake incident. It is not happened really as a abnormal activity. But tool will give the alert notification. Alert or security incident notification. Okay, so it is suspecting. Maybe it will cause impact. So that suspicion, it will come through alert notification. It is not happened really. When I say it is not happened really, nothing to going to impact in the organization point of view. Example, confidentiality wise, integrity wise, and also availability wise, there is no impact. Maybe it is suspecting based on the machine learning capability and based on signature based capability or based on the heuristic approach or based on the artificial intelligence capability. Okay. So now what is true positive? It is really happened or it is a real incident. Something got compromised. What is something here? Anything. So on the organization point of view. And additionally, Tool will give the alert notification also. So that is called true positive. Nothing but here. So business impact. What is meant by our incident? It will give negative impact of CIA triad. True positive always give negative impact. Negative impact of CIA triad. So confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So whether maybe privacy of the data can be taken care by attacker, or data breach or data exploitation it will happen, or maybe integrity related issues it will occur, maybe outage or availability issues also will occur. It is giving not positive impact, it will give negative impact in the organization point of view. That is called true positive. But here it will not give any negative impact. So it will give the alert notification. As a security analyst, we can go and we can do the analysis, and finally we can classify the incident as a false positive and true positive. But here compulsory it will give negative impact. Something is confidentiality wise or privacy wise, trustworthy wise, reputation damage wise, or integrity wise, or outage or availability, or business as usual side, negative impact to the organization side. But false positive will not give any negative impact. So that is the difference between false positive and true positive. Okay. So now, so finally, in case it is a false positive, what L1 team will do, in case if it is a false positive, L1 team will attach the evidence where they will attach in the ticketing tool, or maybe whatever case they are working on, evidences, and finally they will close it. So why evidence is a mandatory? Without verdict or without evidence whether the court will accept it? No, it will not. Same as it is here also. For every security incident, you are classifying even it's a false positive and true positive. So based on what parameter you classified it's a false positive? Based on what parameter you are saying that it is a false positive? You should have the sum of the evidence, right? Without evidence, we should not go and we should not make it like it's a false positive. It's a fake incident. So whatever analysis you have done, so those things you can make it like a screenshot, and you can update the comments, and finally you can attach those evidences also, you can close the incident. I forgot one thing here. L1 team will attach the evidences, will update the comments or summary of the report, and finally they will close it. So every security incident, whatever we are working on, compulsory we have to make a report. So if it is a true positive or if it is a false positive, how the attacker is penetrated, how the attacker is entering into the organization side, and what are the evidences we gathered. Okay. And so we have to update all those as a part of the comments or notes. Comments also we can call it a notes. Finally, so how we are submitting criminal case to the as an overall report from the FIR case to till the closure of the case in the police department side, same as it is here also, we can go and we can submit the overall report as a part of the, so our comments or notes, and finally we have to attach the evidences and we have to close it. That is a false positive side. In case it is a true positive, option 2, L1 team analysis will update in the comments. This is also called as recommendations, and also they will update recommendations. What mean recommendations? What L2 team has to do? What L2 team has to do? Also, they will provide the recommendation side. And finally, they will escalate to L2 team or L3 team. Okay. So that is about overall identification side. So L1 team role is up to here, just only these two pages only. That's it. L1 role is very, very simple. That is the reason nowadays L1 team, so many people are approaching me. They are not able to crack the L2 interviews. They are not able to crack the L3 interviews. How can I crack it? They are working in Infosys. They are working in HCL. They are working in TCS, and they are approaching me via email or via WhatsApp. So stating that I was not able to crack, even though I do have the practical cybersecurity experience of 2 years or 3 years. Okay. What is the reason behind this one? Because security incident is triggering and case they are rising in the ticketing tool or maybe in the our EDR tool itself or SIM tool itself. Thereafter, they are going and they are doing little bit investigation. And in case it's a false post, they are closing it, and true post, they are escalating to L2. But nowadays, interviews are not like whatever you are expecting only L1 level. So all the interviews, you are L1 level or L2 level, everything is like a L3. You have to give up to like a L2 expectations and L3 expectations. Then only you are able to crack the interview. But after going and joining in the company, really, whatever we discussed at the time of the interview versus whatever we are working in the production environment is same as it is? No, not at all. Only for taking up the interview only, they will expect too much in-depth analysis. But in the reality wise, after going and joining in a company, so everywhere boundary. L1 team has to do only this one. L2 team has to do only this one. L3 team has to do only this one. Even implementation is separate team. Architecture team is separate team. Design team is separate team. Solution team is separate team. So this is the way everywhere we do have the boundary. Everywhere we have to have the gateway. Okay. So, but at the time of the interview, you should be like L2 or L3 level experience you have to provide. Then only you are able to crack the interviews. Nothing but you have to explain always true positive scenarios, not false positive scenarios. You have to always explain. I'm repeating once again this sentence. Whenever you are going for the interview, so you have to always explain about true positive scenario. In case you are explaining about false positive scenarios, unfortunately, sorry to say, you will not crack the interview. Okay. So this one tool also it will do it. What is the additional things you are doing? So in the second way of the interview question also what they can expect it, your L1 role, but how can you work on true positive scenarios? Whether really you are working on true positive scenarios? In that scenario, instead of this saying no, so you have to give convincing answer. So when I say convincing answer, by sitting with L2 team, I participated in the true positive security incident investigation. For suppose I'm asking one of the interview question, what is the most recent security incident investigation you have done? As a part of the L1, you are explaining like, so recently I have done one of the server got compromised by ransomware category of the attack. So you completed overall investigation. Thereafter, as a interview panel, I asked back to you, so stating that really whether all this work you completed, obviously you will not complete. So with the team support, team coordination, collaboration, so I supported two other team members. I participate in the true positive security incident investigation as a personal learning and development side. So that is the way how I worked on the true positive scenario. Interview, it's not about how much technical you are, how much smart also it's very important. Okay. So I'm not saying hard work, okay, 100%, 99% hard work always we have to do. But couple of times whenever you are giving the answer, instead of the saying the rude and so saying, if with the honest you can say no if you don't know really something. But these instant investigations are regular questions. Without the security investigation, there is no interview at all. Without any security instant investigation question, there is no interview question. That may be our cyber security SOC or EDR vacancy or firewall vacancy or proxy vacancy or cloud security vacancy or maybe our DLP vacancy. It's a mandatory question. You have to give the answer this one. Okay. So what I mean to say here finally, so always explain true positive. In case something they will not ask back, 100% they will not ask back. Very rare case they'll ask back whether really you worked on this instant. You can say yes, I worked on this instant along with the L2 team. Okay, with my own interest. And one more thing I want to clarify here: if you don't know something, don't give any blah 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 kind of thing. You can give with a honest answer. I don't know.
Okay, instead of saying the partially right or wrong, partially right is fine. But if you don't know really something, then you can say no instead of the yes. So nobody is perfect in this world. Out of 10 questions, maybe interview panel they are asking, they will see whether 6 or 7 questions you are doing correct or not. That's it. Nobody will ever evaluate. So 10 out of 10. First of all, nobody will give you 10 out of 10 questions also. Okay. This is the way how the interviews will be. But why I'm saying all these things, all these are experiences. It will come through experience. Okay. So additionally, why I brought this topic now? So even though you are L1 or L2 or L3, always you can give L2 level of the roles and responsibilities. And also don't give any positive security instant investigation at the time of the interview. Always you can give the true positive. Okay. So that is the final conclusion. Then, so how can you prioritize the security incident? So based on the severity or based on the risk score or based on the business impact or based on criticality. Nothing but here priority 1, P1 means priority 1, P2 or P3 and P4. What is P1, P2, P3, P4? So P1 is nothing but critical and P2 is nothing but high, P3 is nothing but so medium and P4 is nothing but low. So priority 1, priority 2, priority 3 and priority 4. So according to risk score, according to severity and criticality and based on the business impact, I can go and I can prioritize the security instance. Okay. So this is what, so coming back to, so identification phase, L1 team will do up to here only in the practical and reality, whoever is working in the TCS or Infosys or Wipro or Capgemini or Accenture. So they will classify the incident is a true positive and false positive. And one more thing, whether really L2 team will work on the true positive? No. Even L2 team also will not work on the true positive. So very rare case, L3 team, they will coordinate with the customer or client. Maybe you are working under the product development company or product based company. Yes, I can agree with you. There is no L1, there is no L2, there is no L3. Okay. I have to clarify here something. So you are working for client or customer as a project. So everywhere boundary or gate. L1 separate, L2 separate, L3 separate. Okay. So second one is product based company. So example, I can take client consulting and also please try to understand all these guys. Consulting company, you are working for TCS and your customer or client is, example, I will take Indian Bank. So example, HDFC Bank. So you are from the TCS company and you are supporting for HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank is your client. Now, as a part of the L1, you will classify the incident is a false positive and true positive. You will close the incident. You will escalate to L2. So then L2 team, they will work on the true positive instance. No, once again, they will make overall report kind of thing. Whatever L1 team is provided based on the recommendation, they will do the retriaging, reclassification, because L1 team maybe will do mistake. L1 team maybe because they are like a freshers in between 0 to 3 years experience or maybe 0 to 4 years experience. So maybe they will do mistakes. So L2 team, once again, they will do the reclassification of the incident, retracing of the incident, and also based on whatever recommendations they provided, everything is correct or not, they will validate. So they will work on once again, something is got compromised. No, they will escalate to L3 team. So L3 team coordinating the customer of the HDFC Bank and they will fix the problem. L3 team also couple of times they will participate. Yeah, anyways, L3 team they will participate on the true positive incidents. Something got compromised. So they will coordinate with the HDFC Bank and finally they will fix the issue. Whatever system or server or database or application or cloud instance is got compromised. But coming back to product-based company, directly you are working in State Bank of India, SBI. So you are a part of the security analyst, and you are working as a completely dedicated security analyst. Here, yes, they will define the L1, L2, L3 also, but couple of companies they will not define L1, L2, L3. All are equal. There is no L1, there is no L2, there is no L3. Everybody has equal rights. Even he is a fresher or even he is experienced one, everybody has to do everything. So most of the product-based companies will do that process only. Most of the product, I'm not saying 100% product-based companies so will follow L1, L2, L3 are equal, but most of the cases, I can say out of 100%, 80% of the companies will follow. So same as it is. So nothing but there is no L1, there is no L2, there is no L3. Even it is a true positive, L1 team has to take care of the true positive scenarios also. Okay. But remaining 20%, maybe they will define the gateway because of the experience point of view. But as said, most of the cases, so product-based company, so there is no L1, L2 or L3. L1 equals to L2 equals to L3. So all are equal. Okay. Meaning all true positive instance can be done by L1 team and L2 team also, L3 team also. Everybody is so because they don't want to give priority to always L3. So even L2 has to learn and also L1 has to learn. This is the way mentality, and also they will define the scope of the work. Okay. So, but it will vary, and which company you are applying job and which vacancy you are applying and what is the roles and responsibilities it is defining. Everything it matters. But what is final thing I want to say? Even you are L1 or L2 or L3, always you can give the L3 answer. When you say L3 answer, that does not mean that they will give the L3 vacancy to you or L3 role to you. They'll give only L1 role, but they want to test whether everything you are able to understand overall life cycle management process or not. Okay. So this is the way how the security interviews will be. Okay, so it's not completed yet. 2 phases only we completed. Let's go and discuss about remaining one, containment phase. So in the containment phase, maybe L2 or L3. So what they will do by coordinating with the customer or maybe L3. So I'm not bringing anywhere L2 or L3 now. So just in generic, I'm explaining now. Containment meaning here, whatever system it is got impacted. Okay. So it's nothing but it's a true positive. Now onwards, it's a true positive here. Completely. There is no false positive at all. So containment phase. In the containment phase, whatever system or server or database or application or any other cloud instance is got compromised. So we have to take the network isolation, disconnecting from the network, or so disconnecting from the our local area network or Wi-Fi. So that is called containment or device isolation. In the containment phase, security analysts will do device isolation or asset isolation from the network. So why they have to do the network isolation? So otherwise other systems also getting compromised through lateral movement or through worm. Okay. Based on the what parameter? Based on the business impact. But one thing you can remember guys here, if it is end user system, then only you can go and you can do the containment. If it is server, don't do the containment. Okay. So in generic, what I said, whenever any system is got compromised, you can go and you can do the containment based on the business impact. So maybe this is two words sentence, but it has a lot of meaning. Business impact. Okay. So what is that business impact? Example, I will give a couple of practical scenarios now. So take end user system. So maybe example, take HRT. One of the HR is using either laptop or MacBook or workstation or desktop. So his system or her system is got compromised by malware category of the attack. How many users are going to impact here? Only one user is going to impact. Okay. Here business impact is only one user. Business impact is only for one user. So now you can go and you can do the containment. Then HR team also has to schedule the interviews. HR team also has to prepare the offer letters. HR team also has to take care of the even onboarding of the employees or maybe terminating of the employees. In the last working day, couple of formalities they have to complete. Then how they will complete their work? We can provide alternative or backup laptop in case our security investigation is taking longer time. In case security incident investigation is taking longer time, provide backup laptop or alternative laptop. Why we have to provide alternative laptop to them? Because they have to continue their work also. Hiring manager, whether he or she will accept it. If they will say like my system is got compromised, then I can ask security team to provide another laptop because I have to schedule my interviews. For me, hiring is very, very important. I have to onboard my team member also very quicker way. And you can release the offer letter, or you can schedule the interview. So maybe you can, so maybe today is last working day. How can you complete the formalities of the employees is leaving from the today from the organization side? So same time security incident it's happened. So from the other laptop, we have to provide the alternative or backup laptop to the end user, and we have to complete the business impact. Here only business impact is only one person is going to impact whenever end user system is getting compromised. Okay. But on the server side, so server side business impact is very high. Okay. So why? Because server can be accessed by more number of the users. It is not like a single user. Take example Amazon.India or Amazon retail website. So this on top of the Windows IIS server, Amazon is running as a part of our online shopping website. Okay, so this is Alibaba, sorry. So Amazon India. So now Amazon India, so on top of the Windows IIS server, or maybe on top of the Linux NGINX server, or Apache Tomcat, or Red Hat Enterprise Linux, this is the server they deployed. Maybe this server, backend server is got compromised by malware. Now will you go and will you take care of the containment? So each and every second all over the worldwide, 192 countries members, people, they will place the order. So now, even for 1 second outage also, for example, you are doing the security incident investigation 4 hours or 8 hours or 24 hours related to Amazon, where the applications are deployed on top of the web server. By the way, where this application can be deployed? This application can be deployed on top of the web server, web browser. Web server means here application server. On top of web server, so this one, it is, they will deploy the application by the application development team. Okay, now this server is got compromised malware category of the attack. Now, as a part of the security analyst, will you go and will do the containment without validating the business impact? If you are going and doing the containment of the Amazon.India, so or Amazon.USA, whatever, Amazon retail website, how much business loss to all over the worldwide by Amazon company? In billions of the business loss. For example, this server is got compromised by 24 hours, and security team is taking care of the incident investigation 24 hours. Now 24 hours, this website is completely okay. So it's outage, not able to access by any of the end user or customer all over the worldwide across the universe. How many billions of the USD dollars lost to the Amazon company? Suddenly Okay, stock market will come down completely. Amazon will be losses. It will come as too much. Okay. So now, whenever this server, very critical server is getting compromised, so security analyst does not do containment. Please try to understand. Try to understand about the business impact and what is the risk is involved. So whether you are aware of this one, whether you are aware of the on top of the server, is there any application is running on? First of all, this server, we are not sure. It's one of the server. This server, so maybe is Windows IS server, or maybe database server, or maybe production server, or maybe development server, or maybe testing server. How, as a security analyst, we will come to know that what is the criticality and severity of the incident or severity of the server? We are not sure. When a server is getting compromised, please try to speak with our business owner or asset owner or server owner. Whenever any server is getting compromised by malware or any other category of the attack, identify the server owner and ask criticality, severity from the business point of view. You are a security person. That does not mean that you can go and you can do the containment because server got compromised and infection will go to other systems. Okay, as I said, you can always follow RACI. So what is RACI? Responsibility, accountability, consultation, and informational. Now, in this scenario, in the first scenario, you can go and you can take a responsibility and accountability from your side. In the first scenario, containment phase side, you can give the responsibility and accountability to the yourself, security analyst itself. But in the second scenario, responsibility and accountability, R means responsibility, A means accountability. So responsibility and accountability you can give to server owner. So speak with server owner. How we will come to know the server owner name? So you can go and you can speak with the customer client. You are supporting for customer client. So what is the criticality and severity? What is the business impact? What is risk is existing when you are doing the containment of this server? Otherwise, you can go and you can check CMDB. What is the name of the server and who is the business owner? Then you can bring that person in the call also. Because very critical security incident is got compromised by malware category of the attack. What you have to do? Obviously, we have to bring that business owner also into the call as a part of the escalation side. Okay, your service got compromised and we have to take a quicker action as a part of the security. Please come and join. After the okay, so one of the team member from the server team, they'll come and they will join in our team. Okay, this is the way how priority and escalated tickets should be taken care by L3 team members or otherwise customer itself. Okay, so now after that, so what we have to ask? So we have to ask couple of questions like later ask couple of questions to server owner. Who has to ask? By the way, security team has to ask. So what is the severity of the server? Severity and criticality of the server. So second one is there any high availability server is available? So if it is a critical server, obviously they'll maintain the high availability also. If primary server is getting compromised, secondary server, it will act as a primary server. We have to confirm that one, whether they are maintaining the high availability server. When is high availability server, another server with the same configuration. So third one, are you taking regular backups or not? But don't ask directly. So instead of the Are you taking, or is there any? Instead of that one, you can use can you please? Can you confirm? Can you confirm? Are you taking? Otherwise, opposite teams they'll think like we are rude or aggressive. Can you please confirm? Are you taking regular backups or not? So next one, on top of this server, is there any applications are running on? In case application is running, whether it is internal application, nothing but within the organization we can use that application, or external application can be accessed by public. External application meaning here anybody can access. Example Amazon.India I given already. Okay. Additionally, how many users are going to impact? How many users are going to impact in case if you are doing containment? So if you are doing the containment of this particular web server, billions of the people are going to impact. Billions of the people are going to impact. Out of 8 billion or 9 billion all over the worldwide, everybody is using Amazon as a retail website to place the orders. So 8 or 9 billion of the people are going to impact. Okay, because each and every place or every country they'll place the order. Okay, so now example, but whatever server is got compromised in our customer location or in our internal organization, how many users are going to impact? We have to ask that one also, because that server owner is aware of. So don't bring any financial matters. When it's a financial matter, don't ask how much revenue it is generating, this application or this server. That is not our scope. As a security person, don't ask in case if we are doing the containment, how much revenue we are going to lose it. Don't ask that one, but you can ask in the indirect way. So is there any reputation damage in case we are doing the containment? In case, is there any reputation damage to the organization if you are doing server outage or availability issue? So we are expecting indirect way, meaning here we are not asking, okay, how much money we are going to lose in case we are doing the containment, but we are asking the different way, like what is the business impact to the organization, whether company reputation will be damaged or not. Okay, so these are all the questions you have to ask. So once you are doing all these analysis, then only you can go and you can take care of the containment side. But here lot of, whenever you are explaining this scenario, so always lot of contradictory questions it will come in between interview panel and also you. As a security person, can't you go and can't you take care of the containment? But yes, we can go and we can do the containment. So we can explain our, okay, security related, how much business impact is there. But that does not mean that we should not understand the business, how much revenue it is generating or how much reputation damage it is going to do. So now here in between, for example, this server itself, it is got compromised. So now you are coming to me and you are asking, I will do the containment of this server. Whether I will accept it? No, I will not accept it. Now this is like a contradictory or discrepancy or conflict of interest in between security team and also server team and also application team as well. Now we have to sit among all these three different types of team members, like application team, service team, and also our security team, and try to understand about business impact. Okay, because every coin has two sides. One person is correct does not mean that opposite person is wrong, right? So we have to listen two people. So both the sides talks, and then only we can give the judgment, right? Same as it is here also. So we have to understand about even application team wise what is the business impact, servers team wise what is the business impact. So after speaking with, then you can go and you can take care of the decision side. As I said, responsibility and accountability don't take it from your side. Only you can make consultation. Now you are making a call and scheduling the call with the business owner and application owner, and you are doing the consulting and you are giving the consultation information. So this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen in case if you don't do the containment. So responsibility and accountability you can keep on their shoulder. So they will take decision making whether they'll give priority to security or they will give the priority to so business or revenue. Okay. So that is about containment phase. It's a very important one. So that's all for today, guys. And please try to understand whatever I'm explaining. And all these things you have to explain at the time of security incident investigations. Okay. And one suggestion from my side, whenever you are going for security incident investigation, please don't go with the server. Please always go with end user, because end user impact is only one person. Directly, like you can say that I will do the containment. Okay, this is my advice. So that's all for today morning, and today evening also I will take the class at 6:30. Today also I will take the class at 6:30 p.m. IST.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.